Well, people, today is the day that President Trump hosted his first cabinet meeting, February 26th of 2025. I checked it out. He talked about everything from the wars that are going on to finance, of course, budgets, Washington budgets, Elon Musk, and a whole slew of things were on his agenda. And when I say the who's who were at this round King Arthur's table, and I'm not playing, they were there, front and center. As I listened, I hurt. As I listened, I hurt because my heart and my senses, with the gift that God has given me, hallelujah, the 5 C's, I patiently listened to the different people as they addressed the media. And I said to myself, this is, again, the most deceptive period in American history, outside of the beginning and possibly the moment of the Titanic, when allegedly the wealthiest men were supposed to get on that ship to discuss the Federal Reserve. But you know the story. A few of them got off. And allegedly those who got on perished. And they were questioning the validity, or should we go with the Federal Reserve? But I digress. This meeting today, I'm going to let you listen to Elon Musk. And I want to show you something. Because I teach the clues, the codes, the colors. That's right, the colors. The confirmation of time and conclusion. But the dates, they will all speak. Check this out. Very sensitive moment in our history. Because we're en route to a one world system, people. And the numbers are speaking. When I did my last video this morning, which is this one here, Imperial Treasure. This is how the finances were set up in relation to Rome. Imperial Treasury handled the finances in Rome. And I said in my video that because of the way the numbers came out, Trump is orchestrating, allegedly, both Congress and his administration in relation to the budget. You got to check out the video. It's deep. Well, this too is being crafted right in front of us as well. And I want to show that to you. I want to show you just what I sense is going on before us and will continue until they reach their goals and objectives. So without further ado, let me start off with this. You see this date here? This is today, February 26th of 2025. If you go 55 days forward, you get April 22nd. Why would I go 55 days forward? Well, Julius Caesar died at 55 years old. We are going in the route of Rome financially. Watch what I tell you. Now watch this. 55 days from now is going to give you July 6th. July 6th. What happened on July 6th? Well, America became a nation on July 4th, 1776. Now, I want to show you also something. If you go backwards and go 2/26/2025, today's date, and you go back 55 days, which is also Julius Caesar's birthday, if you go back 55 days, you also get 7 weeks and 6 days. So July 4th, 1776. Just want to give you a context. America's leaving. The 50 states are going to be in the wind. Now, this is heavy. I want you guys to follow it. Listen to Trump, and I'm going to show you these 5 C's. It's deep.
And the Doge is very important, and Elon is here to give you a summary of what's happening, some of the things they found, some of the horrible things they found, some of the theft and fraud and we call it waste and abuse, but a lot of fraud, and probably some fraud that we're not going to be able to prove is fraud, but when you hear the names and the places where this money's going, it's been a tremendously successful guy. He's really working so hard, and he's got businesses to run, and in many ways they say, how do you do this? And, you know, he's sacrificing a lot, and getting a lot of praise, I'll tell you, but he's also getting hit, and we would expect that, and that's the way it works. So I'd like to have Elon Musk please say a few words.
Okay,
Thank you, Elon.
Thank you, Mr. President. I actually just call myself a humble tech support here because this is actually, as crazy as it sounds, that is almost a literal description of the work that the Doge team is doing, is helping fix the government computer systems. Many of these systems are extremely old. They don't communicate. There are a lot of mistakes in the systems. The software doesn't work. So we are actually tech support. It's ironic, but it's true. The overall goal here with the Doge team is to help address the enormous deficit. We simply cannot sustain as a country $2 trillion deficits. The interest rates, just the interest on the national debt now exceeds the Defense Department spending. We spend a lot on the Defense Department, but we're spending like over $1 trillion on interest. If this continues...
I have revealed Elon Musk. Elon Musk. It's possible, and I'm going to say allegedly, that he is the one to bring in the mark of the beast. This is why he's in position. Data, access to data in relation to the supercomputer that he has in Memphis. Memphis was a city back in the day with the Egyptians. Akhenaten, the sun god Ra. What are the odds he would build the biggest computer on earth in America, in Memphis? And look, let me just show you guys. Where is Elon Musk's supercomputer located? Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee. This is where the gods used to be. Is this homage to them? You got to ask yourself that. So is he in position? Is that really the golden age? It's so deep, y'all. I want to show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all something. I produced a video. You got to check this out. Doge was the first U.S. digital service. DOGE was the first, it's called the U.S. digital service. Barack Obama put this in place during his administration. So Doge is nothing new. We're going the way of Rome. A lot of people believe that Obama looks like Akhenaten, that he's Egyptian, allegedly, that's where his lineage is from. But what I'm saying to you is that Barack Obama came up with a thing called the U.S. Digital Service. You got to watch this video. What birthed that was Doge. It birthed Doge. All Trump did on January 20th was basically give it a new name and package it a different way. But Obama had already had a plan already to come in and do audits and do the things that Elon is doing. And if you want to look, also, I said there's got to be allegedly an unholy trinity going on. Barack Obama, Trump, and Elon. It's the pyramid, Egyptian. There's Trump, there's Elon, and there's, in the shadows, Barack. So check out those two videos at all. Now that I've set this basis for you, let's move forward. This tie is in the burgundy family. It's not exactly purple. In my mind, it doesn't have to be. I will put a video in the description where I talk about two colors, like a purple and a Tiffany blue. What are the odds He's standing center between someone who's got on purple and Tiffany blue, the two major colors of Phoenicians, the ones who were just before the Roman Empire back in the day, who sacrificed kids. The younger the child, the more pure the blood, for the dark gods. Ra, Moloch, Baal, Akhenaten, all those, Lunas, the sun, the moon god, the sun gods. That's what he did back in the day. The two major colors was purple and Tiffany blue. Okay? If you watch the inauguration of Joe Biden, purple, ladies. 4 ladies had on a shade of purple at Biden's inauguration. Barack Obama's wife, Hillary Clinton, First Lady, and George Bush's wife had on a shade of purple. Is that coincidence? And the poet laureate at Biden inauguration, she had on the canary colors and the red of Ra, the sun god, at Joe Biden's inauguration. Ra, the sun god. Now, who is Ra, the sun god? I know it's a lot of information, but we got to have this information to see what's going on. You see the colors? These are the colors she had on at the inauguration. I got to set the basis. Now check this out. He's got on, like I said, like a shade of purple. These are the colors of the Phoenicians. And she got on Tiffany blue. And that vase looks like Roman, doesn't it? Well, guess what? When Trump started talking, look who's around him. And look at what they got on. Boom. Tiffany blue and purple. Look at that. What are the odds? Elon Musk is talking, and somebody's got on Tiffany blue and purple, just like those two. Look at the ties. Look at it, people. Is that coincidence? Let's go back to Elon Musk. Right in our face. And he's making the Egyptian pyramid sign like he does all the way. Every time somebody gets close to Trump, they start doing that. So let's go back to it. You got these colors. Tiffany blue, she got on, and like a purple tie. Do you understand what I'm saying? What are the odds, people? What are the odds? They're going back to Phoenician and Roman days. The people who used to run the earth and serve the Antichrist gods. That's what they were. That's what they did. Now, check this out going forward. Elon Musk built a supercomputer. The email came out on September 2nd. He started it up September 2nd. All that data can be put in there for what? Revelation 13, where it says you can't buy and sell without the mark. Could all this be happening at one time? Is that why Elon is in position? Ask yourself, why now? Under the guise of Doge. Oh, let me help your country get straight. No, baby, to me, it's a transformation. We're going into the golden age of total control. Golden. Arguably, what was Rome? Gold. Now, look at this here. This is June 7th when Trump beat Biden. Right? Now, watch this. 9/2 of 2025, that's the anniversary of when Elon turned on a supercomputer. Subtracted from today's date when he spoke, it comes out to 6/7. June 7th is when Trump beat Biden in the debate. Now, let's go forward. Check out this video. Is it in our face? Here's some history about the Phoenicians and the colors. Check this out. A lot of action. Now, let me build on this thing. Watch this quick video. They're making it out of, see? See? From sea snails. They're getting the purple dye out of there. See that? Tyrrhenian purple. The Phoenicians used to go out in boats and collect seashells or snails and get a purple dye out of it. It was only for royalty. That's why I showed you the two colors at that conference. They had purple and Tiffany blue. That's what this video is about. Purple dye. See that? That's how they make the purple back in the day. They still make it the same way. This is history. Only the royalty had this back in the day because it's so expensive. That's why you see the purple crown from Britain and stuff like that. Only the rich folks could afford that back in the day. See that? See the combination of the blue and purple? Just like those ties. It won't exactly always be the same color, but it's going to be close. To me, they speak with those colors. I'm in charge. I'm running things. This is the group that's running things. The group behind us that's running things. The old Phoenician / Roman Empire. Those were their colors back in the day. Tyrrhenian purple, the Phoenicians. And they got it from where? $2,500 a gram. Look at it again. They make it from snails. They make it from the snails or a seashell. Okay? That's where they get it from. Watch them pull it out of there again. See this here? See, pull it out of there. Purple dye in there. That's how they make it. So what I'm telling you is this. Now let's go here. Listen to this.
Did you know the Phoenicians created one of the most expensive and sought-after dyes in the ancient world, known as Tyrian purple? It was worth its weight in gold. They made it from tiny sea snails, and it took thousands of them to produce even a small amount of dye. The rich purple colour was a symbol of royalty, and only the wealthiest could afford it. This luxurious dye became so famous it gave the Phoenicians their name. Phoenician comes from the Greek word for purple.
Comes from the Greek word purple.
Why was the colour purple important to Romans? In the Roman world, not all colours were equal. Some dyes were far harder to produce, with purple being the most difficult of all. In fact, it was so expensive to make that wearing purple became something of a status symbol for the rich and powerful, much like wearing expensive jewellery today, although the Romans did that too. The most wealthy of Romans would wear a white toga with a purple stripe, as too much purple was considered garish. The one exception to this rule was at a triumph, where the victorious general would wear a solid purple toga trimmed with gold, which in itself was worth a small fortune. Wearing purple became so prestigious that emperors would severely punish those who sported it without his permission. Even later in history, as dyes became far cheaper to produce, purple remained and still remains a symbol of royalty.
People were going back in history. You wonder why this man got gold sneakers and stuff like that? You started a gold Visa card coming up, and they got on the colors right in front of you. Are you kidding me? And Elon Musk is surrounded. He's in between people who got on the same colors. You think this is a coincidence? This is going to be very rare for you to find this type of teaching today. Literally. His first conference. And this is what's going on. Check out this video earlier. And you'll see the numbers in here are astounding. GOP budget resolution. The numbers are astounding. The numbers come back to Trump's day of election, 11.5, and also comes down to 88, was Trump's text number, and also the 4.5 was 45. Trump used to be the 45th president. And what else did I have? There's so many, and also 165 comes out. When I explain this GOP resolution, it comes out. This man is the modern day people. It's the Roman Empire. He's controlling everything. And the numbers speak it. Now, let me show you something. The place this was There used to be a thing called the Silk Road. Okay? In the sea, they had routes, trade routes. Part of the trade routes, they went to areas. The Phoenicians would go around with their ships, and other countries would go on their ships on the coastal, and they would trade items. Look, the Silk Road was a network of trade routes that connected Asia, Europe, and North Africa. It was the first global trade route in history. The Silk Road was a network of land and sea routes that stretched from China to the Mediterranean. Merchants traveled in caravans along the route, stopping to rest, replenish supplies, and sell goods. The routes were used to transport goods like silk, spice, precious metals, and slaves. The routes also facilitated the exchange of ideas, religious, and technologies. The Silk Road had a lasting impact on commerce, culture, and history. It influenced the development of trade, interactions, and cultural ties between the West and the East. It played a major role in the spread of religious, especially Buddhism. It also contributed to the spread of what plagues, disease, whatever. But this is what the Phoenicians and the Romans did back in the day. Okay? They were on this trade route. China, everybody, look. It was a major conduit for trade between the Roman Empire and China, and later between medieval European kingdoms and China. And also the Phoenicians was involved in this. They sold their silk and everything. Just do a deep dive. Everything is there, people. Everything is there. Just type in Silk Road trade. I stumbled upon this by accident. Now, let's go forward because I want you guys to see something else. Trump got hit in the head on July 13th of 2024. Remember that? In Butler, Pennsylvania. You take that date from today, 2/26 of 2025. Why do you get the same date of 7/13? Because that's a hit. To me, they're speaking that in the future, Trump will be unalived. Oh yeah, it's going to happen, but it's going to be a substitute Trump. They're all playing a game. Everybody's playing a role. Then what would be left? Allegedly would be Elon and Obama. But they need Trump to spearhead this thing to bring in and set the foundation for the golden age. So 7/13/2024 versus today's date gives you the same thing, 7/13, because it's speaking. It's telling you the future. Then look at this. On June 16, 2015, that's when Trump first announced his first candidacy. June 16th, the first day he announced that. June. If you take June 16th, if you take June 16, 2025, bring it up to date, versus today's date, 2/26, what do you get? 3/22, skull and bones. What you think? Then look at this. This is when he made his recent announcement for president a second time, November 15th. Take November 15, 2026, be an anniversary of that, versus what? Today's date, 2/26, what's the difference? The difference is 6/27. What's 6/27? Remember I told you? That's when Trump beat the pants off of Biden in the debate. They speak with the numbers in relation to the things that they do. These numbers always speak. Then look at this here. Gematria calculator, look at that. President Donald John Trump, cabinet meeting, 2/26/2025, comes out to 2/16. What is 2/16? The 216th day of the year, my friend, is August 4th. He was born August 4th. I'm telling you, to me, the trilogy is real. This man just had his first meeting, and I put it in just like it is. President Donald John Trump, cabinet meeting, and the date comes out to Obama's birthday. Come on, man. Between Obama, Trump, this Phoenician colors going on allegedly. Come on, man. This is the old Roman Empire with the Phoenician twist. I don't care how much they bow their head. They go in that direction. They're going that direction, and I'm here in the last days to tell you, Jesus is coming again. She got on like a Tiffany powder blue. She on a powder blue. Like I said, it won't always be the same color, y'all. But look at that. Like a Tiffany blue. It's a powder blue. It's a powder blue. and you got the burgundy tie, and then you got Trump sitting there, flanked with the same thing. What are the odds? So what you think, people? You think Jesus is coming again? You think this is the last days? Do you think that we're going back into the Roman Empire? We are. We are. Thank God for the gift. If you can help the channel, I appreciate it. Just type in French Shot Blue, click on my portrait, and then click on more. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. I also have a post office box. You can mail a love offering. Also have a beautiful poetry book called Protect the Gift on Amazon Books. Protect the Gift, Amazon Books by French Shot Pearson. About 65 poems in there, beautiful poems for your enjoyment. I pray I can write a second one this year. I have a beautiful poetry out. So yeah, you can give to the station if you can. If you can't, just pray for me, and guess what? We'll be praying for each other. He didn't do it until the end. Jesus is coming again. If you don't know him, it's time to get right, stay right, get ready for the flight. Jesus Christ is coming again. They are setting up a one world system, new world order, a golden age. That's what's coming. And they're showing it, they're showing the symbols right in our face. That's what, and I feel like all the people are in place. God bless.